Hello, and welcome to another horrific review. I'm joined once again by Dale as we dive into some New Zealand horror with Wellington Paranormal. Released in 2018, Sergeant Maaka and Officers Minogue and O'Leary are members of the Wellington, New Zealand Police. Their job is to investigate paranormal phenomena. Well, this is a random one we've found. uh, yeah, I had no idea. It was actually somebody in the role-playing group and the Wednesday group shared this to me and said, "Oh, have you ever checked that out?" And I'm like, "No." And then when I looked into it, realized it was a spin-off from What We Do in the Shadows. Like, we have to do this. There's no question. Always glad to have you, Dale. It's always great to do these. Yep. Yeah, here's the thing, and it did the same with the Tremor series. If you binge watch, you'll get all the episodes muddled up in your head. You have to put the brakes on, and it's really a good bit of discipline. You're like, no, have to behave. Especially these are only like 25 minutes long. They're just short episodes. Yeah, and it's just punchy humor, and this is made with no budget whatsoever. Which I'm actually impressed. It actually makes me more impressed that they're like, no, we're not spending any money. We'll just do the best we can. So, like, why not? Proof that it can be done. Hollywood. There's Chris on. Hey, Chris, sorry, man. There's I was messaging Cameron earlier on because I watched Godzilla -1. What? Oh, hold on. Can't hear Delzotto. What? Oh, not again. I can't. No, it's pretty sure the audio. Hang on. Let's. Right. No, I need to try and do this again. Give me a sec. One, two, testing. Go ahead, Del.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I clicked all the right buttons.
Ha! Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it takes 3 seconds for the. Oh, yep. Okay, we're back. Right. Sorry about
Oh,
that.
yay. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything important.
Yeah, okay. So, as we were saying, this is made with no budget whatsoever. And yeah, it can be done. You can make a TV show. You don't have to spend money on stupid things.
This absolutely proves it. Without a doubt. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, I was messaging Cameron earlier on because I watched Godzilla -1.
Yeah.
And that movie was made for like $15 million. And oh my god, it's even Godzilla is more like authentic and mind blowing because I tried to watch
Wow.
that. Tried to watch that Godzilla versus Kong because I'm trying to
Yep.
cleanse the palate, watch non-horror stuff just for a bit of a break.
Yep.
Because it's starting to become like work. Every time I watch a horror movie, it's good to review it. It's starting to feel like
Yeah.
like a proper job. So I'm watching other stuff, so I don't have to review it. I'm like,
Yeah. Good.
I managed about 15 minutes into Godzilla X Kong, whatever that new thing was, and I'm just like, nah, I'm done. And the Godzilla in that looks terrible compared to -1.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, it's proper Toho Films, the original makers. It's and actually when he does the heat breath, like his spines actually jut out. It's like the whole process, and it looks bloody amazing.
Oh,
And it doesn't
wow.
look CGI.
Can't wait to watch it.
And I'm like, that considering what that cost compared to what hundreds of millions when you put it in
Yeah.
context. And just to bring it back to this, look at TV shows that are stupid amounts of money. Look at all the Marvel crap and the Star Wars crap and the stupid amounts of money spent on those, and they're
Yep.
unwatchable.
Yeah, absolutely. And they date as well.
Oh, massively.
Yeah. So it's like a one-time hit, and then that's it. Basically, in some of these high budget films. But and then you get something nice, like Wellington Paranormal. That's just hilarious. It's just it had me cracking up from the fucking first scene right through. Like I said, I had to stop myself from binge watching it.
Yeah.
Dark classic.
The humor in this though is drier than the Sahara. So if you don't get that sort of humor, this is going to go well over your head.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
This is dry, raspy, sort of, and O'Leary plays it so straight. I mean, straight as a board the whole way through this. She's the straight man in this, and
yeah.
I think she cracked. There's one actually. I think it was the second episode. She started to crack a bit while in front of the camera. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, she did.
She started to break character, and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. She's the epitome of the female police officer over here. Oh, very short hair and butch, and oh my god.
Oh,
they nailed it.
There's one over here, got really famous. I don't know if you heard about her, Lesbian Nana. Did you ever hear that? No, look up Lesbian Nana.
I will.
And it's a female police officer over here, and she's an absolute lunatic. She was like, they picked up some autistic girl who, the parents were worried about.
Yeah.
And the whole story was that basically they picked her up, they brought her back to the house, not a problem. And then the girl just said something like, "What, you look like my nana who's a lesbian," but the girl's, what I mean, she was paying her a compliment, but and this officer went mental. I mean, she got her mates and they're about to like kick the door in and like beat all around him and drag her out. The wee girl went and hid in the cupboard.
Oh,
and they're quite prepared to drag her out of the cupboard. Anyway, look at her, it's mental. But that's not the end of the story. She appears like 4 months later in the middle of the street, or some altercation happening, and she appears and she just starts randomly pepper spraying people for no reason, just absolute lunatic, and she hasn't been fired.
She hasn't been fired.
Not a thing happened. Like absolute dingbat.
Oh my god!
And O'Leary kind of reminds me of her. Except O'Leary's taking the piss, obviously. You know what I mean? But they do exist.
That's so funny. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's nuts. I can't believe she's still got a job.
That's the thing. That's the problem. It's comedy's so hard now because real life is mental. And like even parody websites have trouble doing stuff because there's some real life article out there that you just can't parody because it's happened. Sure, April Fool's Day's got to be the hardest prank. You know what I mean? If you can pull an April Fool's Day prank today, you're a genius.
Yep.
Because there's no way.
There's no way. Yeah, absolutely. I know. Because everyone's on the lookout for it, right?
No, but only out there. Just there's stuff you just can't joke because it's true. Like, you know what I mean? You might make a joke about something, but it's happened.
It's happened.
Or it's happening. It's
it's
just
real
the
life.
world they are. But yeah, back to this. I guess Viego's spell was like permanent. He wasn't too sure how it was going to last. Apparently 3 seasons.
Yeah, certainly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a great spin-off, isn't it?
Yeah, and although I think this could work just as well if it wasn't done in the mockumentary style. If this was actually a proper TV show, this would be mental.
Oh, absolutely.
If this was done like a proper crime serial drama, this would be, I think I would just take it to the next level.
I didn't even think about it like that. You're so right. Yeah. Oh my god.
Obviously, they're sticking with the mockumentary style because that's what it spun off, and it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Makes sense. So, and also it's the cheapest way to do it.
Yeah, and it's done great.
But, some of the effects in that are done really well, and then there's other ones that are like really cheesy, and you don't know if it's deliberate or not. But yeah, the first episode's Demon Girl.
Yeah. Oh.
And
God, that was a great opening scene. Yeah.
Oh, been in the, automatically. Oh, had a few too many. Oh, you've been in the rip.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was gross. You knew straight away this was going to be mental. Yeah. No, that was a great scene with that girl. Reminded me of The Exorcist, Regan from The Exorcist.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole point. It's just taking, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just parodying it.
Yeah, it is. It's taking a bit of this and a bit of that film and a bit of that series, and it's sort of mashed it all together. There's a bit of the X-Files in there.
Well, sure, even the intro tune.
Oh, what was it? Oh, right.
The intro tune
It's,
has a bit of everything mixed, a bit of Twilight Zone, X-Files, something
yes,
else. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a jumble.
it is. It is. It's well done. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And then you see Nine-Eye Vampires, and it's like, oh my god, that's where I grew up.
That's what I was going to ask you, actually. Are you familiar with some of these locations? Because we need you.
All of them.
Right,
All
well,
of them.
we need you on your channel to do like a wee intro before we do the next one. If it's somewhere you can get to, like, check out tonight's episode, like that. The clock fountain thing would have been a cool one to do one by.
Yeah.
And you just be like, and get ready for tonight's episode,
Yeah.
but do it in your channel near one of the locations.
That's not a bad idea. Very, very, very familiar landmarks. Even the one of the scenes where they're chasing through the playground with after the mother has been possessed. That's Avalon Park. That's where I take my kids. So I recognised all the play equipment.
Just careful you don't
and
dox
everything.
yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yes, true. But no one knows where I live. Ha ha ha. Yeah, so it was a really quite cool seeing Cuba Mall and the fountain, and very good play on the fountain. Very, very, very awesome. Yeah, I thought that was really well done. The 13 chambers to hell. That's just, yeah.
Did you go? Did you find yourself in town and go and count them again?
Oh no, I'm going to have to. I can actually go online and find that out. I'll have to see if there's 13. I don't think there is, but we'll have to see.
You should do that as a video. You should do that as a short on your channel.
That's not a bad idea.
Do a wee short. Yeah. If you're out and about, do it.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Because they're not far away. They're 5 minutes, 10 minutes. One of them's 20 minutes away. It's pretty cool. So it looks like they've gone all over Wellington, all over some of the regions, and just shot, I don't know, guerrilla style, I suppose, maybe, because you can still see people walking around the street and things like that. So
I would say so, but that's kind of part of the charm, you know. It's
but
they're not closing off streets or doing anything silly. Just, you know, let's film here and make something.
Yeah, it's quite a regular thing to actually see people filming lots of little videos and things like that. So, you know, sometimes they do close the streets off and stuff like that, and you're like, oh, what are they doing? What are they filming? But you're not allowed to have a look. But yeah, so it's quite cool.
That's what winds me up about. That's why I'm glad I don't live in Northern Ireland anymore. Partly because people have to get in your face. If you do something like that, somebody's interfering.
Yeah.
And trying to be funny and just being a dick. That's just the culture, and you're just like, nah. Used to wind me up all the time, you know. It's this weird story. Even the kids, just the weird Belfast sort of, what are you doing?
Oh, there was that phase there, wasn't there, where they were photobombing, and the newscasts when they were doing news, and there were people photobombing behind them and calling them names, and I think they've stopped that now, but that was quite a regular thing.
It's
here in America.
Yeah. No, just always the thing in Belfast in particular. Just everyone's a go up shout and they're trying to be funny, and it's like, yeah, I just can't be arsed.
Yeah, no, that's just ridiculous.
Maybe it's got that better now. I've lived away for a few years now, so yeah, maybe it has changed a bit, but yeah, just you do anything out of the ordinary and they're all, what are you doing?
Oh.
There's Andy joined us as well, and good to see you. Andy was joined in for our alien game, and he nearly got his head broke because he's like, who are these idiots?
Oh no.
But he came back, so fair play to him. We have a unique plan style. We just I don't think anybody plays the games the way we do. I think there's a way you're meant to do it, and then there's us just going chaos.
Yeah. Oh God. You too.
But yeah, we've got this scene. Just they meet the possessed girl, and just chucks Minogue. It's officer down, officer down,
Yeah.
officer back up, officer back up.
Call for backup. Call for backup.
Yeah, I'm right
I
here.
am back. Yeah, I'm right here. Fools. Oh man, this one will get you cracking up. Oh gosh, that was good.
They really are playing the country bumpkins, like just the inept police force that the
It's absolutely no representation of our police force at all. I think they're mocking the Australian police.
I think they're making fun of the London Met.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I think so too. Oh no, they're crazy, but they're perfect together, aren't they?
oh, they do. They play off each other no end, and I thought O'Leary was going to be the girl boss. I was a bit worried about that.
Yeah.
And it was all the
Yeah.
jokes were going to be on Minogue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's all right now and again, but it's going to get old very quickly.
Yep, I know.
But
It didn't work out
thankfully,
like that.
it's not like that,
No, not at all. Yeah.
But my favorite character is Sergeant Maaka.
Oh, he's my favorite too, isn't he?
Instantly, I'm just
Awesome.
like, this man's a legend. Like,
He is so funny and dry. And weird and odd and everything. He's just, he's I don't know if I'd want him to be my sergeant, but he's a good one. He's
I don't
a good
know, because if
character.
you get on board, if you wear the tinfoil hat, you might be all right.
Yeah.
Or if you learn to play him, you've infinite opportunities for goofing off.
Oh God. But the classic.
But the fact he's built his own office.
Like I know, the X-Files all over again, eh? It's just classic. The alien on the wall. Oh my God. It's just perfect.
That's what Chris says. The show sounds a bit like the Police Academy movies. It is a bit like that. There's Andy. Yeah,
better, way better than
fun.
those. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but not. Yeah, it's New Zealand humor, so it's very dry, and it's not
a slapstick.
It's not slapstick like Police Academy.
Police Academy slapstick. This is dry humor.
Yep.
That's why I sort of.
And the special thing about it is that they've got a film crew following them around, so that adds an extra level or an extra layer to the film. So there's a film crew following them in their every move. So it actually adds a different point of view than, say, or any other sort of movie like this. You know, how they're doing it first person point of view. I think that's really, really, really awesome. Yeah. So I didn't realize that it was going to be like that. So it was quite a nice surprise to see that they were talking to a film crew and all that sort of thing. Yeah, really good.
But you can kind of see the spin-off. It's the same film crew that did What We Do in the Shadows, and obviously they met Minogue and O'Leary, and then they decided to follow them. And yeah, you can kind of see it making sense. And then you can also see the possibility for like loads of spin-offs.
Oh God, yeah.
Do you know, the Werewolf Pack. You could, the zombie. You could have had a whole slew of these.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's cheap TV at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And bloody hell, it's better written than 90% of it. Freaking stuff out there you just can't watch.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Absolutely. And I'm not just being biased because it's a New Zealand thing. It takes a lot for me to watch a TV series and enjoy it. And this one, like I said, I had to stop myself from binge watching it.
I think just the right length as well. 25 minutes of this is enough.
Yes.
If they tried to make like an hour-long episode, it would be too much.
Oh, no, it'd be too much. It would be too much for one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So they carry the whole story through quite well. You know, from start to finish in this episode. I think they did quite a good amount of action, good amount of silliness and ridiculousness. But that Sergeant Maaka, oh my God, has one finger, his one pin code, one number pin code. But he's right. He did bring up a valuable point. We do call it a password or pass number. What do you call it?
Pass number.
Pin number.
Pin number, yeah.
Pin number when it's actually pin numbers. He did bring up an interesting point there. I have to say, brilliant writing. Whoever wrote that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But imagine being in that office and it's like you're pretending that you don't notice him.
Yeah.
Being absolutely mental.
Oh, I think they know he's absolutely nuts and to stay away from him.
Yeah,
he's
just
the
don't
one
go.
that you. Yeah, he's the one you avoid in the canteen, or you don't drink with in the police bar. Nah, because he's crazy.
Because he'll turn up with a file of newspaper clippings and he'll just start,
Yeah, with his conspiracy theories. Oh God, and it's hidden behind a shelf. Oh, that's insane.
But it's all done like in the same space, so everyone's pretending don't notice him going beep and the door opening. Like it's not like
Yeah. What?
And that was the thing. Did you change your pin? Yes. Beep beep beep. Kind of like
When he did that, I couldn't stop laughing. Oh my God, he's hilarious. And then he has to change it again later. Oh, it's good. That's good. He's got classic lines. He really does.
But yeah, we meet Bazul.
Bazil. Oh my God.
And they're what do you call that other film? Paranormal Activity. They're like throwing that in as well.
Yeah,
like when she's in the interrogation room.
Yes. Classic. Yeah, and like you'd said, why didn't she just run away? Why didn't Bazil just run away? Well, no, because then we wouldn't have got the interrogation room footage of her upside down. And
she's breaking the law of gravity.
I know. Oh my God. Classic. God, like that was just normal. Yeah, they're definitely still under the spell. Yeah, without a doubt.
That's
how could. Jeez.
No, but Maaka's there too, and he sees it.
Yeah.
But he believes anyway, and
yes. Yeah.
It's the fact they're so deadpan about it.
Oh, I know, right?
Like they're not really.
That's just who it's like. Yeah, that's who they are. They're just that. Yeah, nothing phases them. They're not shocked. They just handle it. Oh yes, no, it's okay. That's perfectly normal to be upside down on the ceiling.
And they just deal with what's in front of them. You're like, talk about unflappable.
Oh, I know. Like, could you get down off the ceiling, please, so we can talk to you? Dude, he's upside down on the ceiling. Oh my God. She's walking up and down the walls in the interrogation room. Oh my God. And then when she turns into the, I want to go home. It's like, oh, that was well done. Well done. She's, good character. Demon girl.
Then you see him trying to chase her, and it's just like,
oh,
bit more time in the gym, folks.
I think so. It actually reminds me of those American cops when they're on body cam footage and they're chasing people, and they're weighed down by all their, pepper spray and tasers and batons and a gun and all this, and they're trying to run after these people, and they don't get very far until they have to go back and get the police car. They're just, I don't know, not very fit.
No, but that's why you do fitness tests.
Yeah, well, over here they do it once a year, so I don't know how Maaka passed.
Do you know what? Every time we went and leave, you knew first day back in, you were getting hit with a fitness test. So
right.
Your last week, say you were off, like, because it was nuts in the army, because you'd be like working loads and then you get loads of time off, so you might get 3-4 weeks off at a go. that the minute you're going back in the base, the first morning on parade's a PFT or something you're going to get hit with. So the last week on leave, you're spending running, getting yourself back up to fitness because you've had your sort of 3 weeks lying about, and then you're like, oh God, it's coming. And the last thing,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So the minute you come
hard.
in, but what they're doing is they're making sure you haven't slacked off too much because 3-4 weeks is easy to lose your edge. And
what's the point of R&R?
Well,
huh?
You still have to, you're off, but you still have to maintain. It's one of them things.
Oh, that's okay.
It's just just one of them. It's that whole self-discipline. So basically, once you twig on that you're always doing a fitness test first day back, you know for a fact that you have to, because the ones that don't bother find themselves in remedial PT. So what happens is you fail a fitness test, and you're back every morning, 6:30, you're an extra PT, and then you still have to do normal PT on top of it until you pass.
My
so you just don't need that hassle. You just sort of scream out and go, right, better get out running again. No.
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness.
But you do also test with kit. It's not just running in a gym. And I don't understand why the police don't have that. If your job is to carry kit, and then you must practice running with it.
Yeah.
There should be a fitness test with 15 kilos, whatever it is, of kit.
Yeah, well, actually, they do over here. They have a fitness test. Police have to pass a fitness test every year, and they do have to carry dummies, sack dummies, and stuff like that, and chuck them over the fence and all that sort of stuff. So, this is a very poor representation of New Zealand police. We are not like that.
No, like I said, they're making fun of London Met, because you see a clip of them ones running about. They're absolute joke, and they have to do their what do you call that, the bleep test. They've only got to do like level 12 or something to pass. Like you walk it, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
It's crazy, yeah. Oh.
But I think it kind of fits in with these guys. They're just bumbling, don't care, low effort.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're always in the right place at the right time, and it's that sort of comedy I can get behind.
Yeah, it's quite cool how that happens. Actually, it's there's no fluffing around. It's it's straight to this. The pacing is all off, obviously, but it's meant to be like that, I think, and it helps to keep the episode short. If it had all that fumbling stuff and stuff that just the fluffy stuff we didn't need, so that's why I've really enjoyed these, because it's really quite quick action and everything's happening all at once, but it's really well contained, that we know what's happening, and you don't lose sight of like all the action sequences and all that sort of stuff are done really, really well, considering no budget.
They don't waste money. They don't waste money on fluff and scenes and locations and stuff, and even good camera angles. You know what I mean? It's all done as if a camera crew is running about. But when they do, like, you have a police officer and Bazoozle escapes the police station, there's one of them like folded over, and it just looks so real. And when they actually get to the fountains and we see the pit of hell, you're kind of like, bloody hell, that's done really well. It doesn't like take you out of it.
No, not at all.
Even when you've got Bazoozle changing between the mother and the father and run about, it's still like with the makeup and everything else, it's done well. They don't do it half-arsed. They make it look as if it's a half-arsed production, but the clever thing is, it's not. And
no, well, I mean, some of the scenes, you have to wonder how the heck they did that. I couldn't work out how they did it.
But don't you miss that magic with movies and so on?
Yeah, right. Hey, I don't know. It's
like when you look at a movie now, computer screen.
You can tell exactly. No, these people were upside down and everything. I don't know how they did it, but it was amazing how they did it.
Brilliant wire work and hiding it as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've seen films where you see the wires and it looks awful, and this is just
exactly right.
Tight.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it didn't have the budget of what we do in the shadows.
No,
you can see that, but they make the most of what they save their creativity for the best bits and make it punchy. And I'm on board.
Yeah, absolutely. Excellent.
Sure, even that scene when Bazoodle goes into the tramp
Oh
and picks
yeah,
Minogue up, like that's
yeah.
pure wire work. But
I know,
it's
because he
done
was
that
actually
well.
really, he was well bent. He's well bent over. It's like, how the hell? Because there's no way in hell that guy could have picked him up. And it's not like they're using a crane or anything, or are they? I don't know, but it looks so
And
realistic.
it's filmed in the square, so obviously what they've got, it's not like they've built a big set piece.
No, they can't. Not in the middle of
Yeah,
Cuba
so
Mall.
whatever they've
Yeah.
done is all contained within that, and they've managed to hide it so you don't see it.
Yes. Yeah.
And you're just like, bloody hell, that's
And it,
brilliant.
I know, right? And then the dog, how they managed to train the dog, and oh my God. I actually think he hurt the dog at one stage. I was like,
Oh, hope
oh
not. And it
no.
was a bit close at one point. And I'm like, nah, hopefully not.
Yeah, no, I know it was a bit close, but yeah, we're all animal lovers over here, so with these very strict guidelines, we're making a movie with animals and children,
Mhm.
obviously. So the owner would have been there and all that sort of. So that was me telling myself, it's okay, the dog's not hurt.
I think it's the way they managed the cut, the editing in here. I think it's done a lot for it.
Yeah, I think so
So
too.
they make it
Great.
look as if it's, maybe they've just cut it before he rolls away and that lands on
Yeah.
top of the dog. Just there is that sense of frenetic energy that is just all over the place, but it's not.
Yes.
Because if it was genuinely all over the place, you wouldn't get this quality.
Yep, exactly. We knew what everyone was doing, where everyone was, who they were, how Brazil managed to go from one person to another to another. That was easy to keep up with, because sometimes these stupid TV series, they go for an hour long. There's action scenes and sequences. We don't know who's doing what, and it gets lost in translation. And this was just pure simple. It was a simple format which they followed, which I thought was really expertly done, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's it. That's what you want. But it
Yeah.
makes it's trying to look, it's looking cheap, but it's not. It's that sort of thing.
Yes.
It's meant to look cheap. It's meant to look horrible.
Yeah.
But when it comes to it, it's actually not. It's really tight and clever, and they've
Yeah.
they've done more with 25 minutes
Yeah.
than shows take an hour to do.
I know. That's what I mean. There's no fluffing around. It's just straight, simple action and storyline and plot all together nicely in a little bow.
Yeah, and the whole thing of right, what do we need? And they're performing an exorcism, and nobody's A, religious, B, nobody's performed an exorcism before, and you're like, how the hell are you doing? Why aren't you all dead? Like we've seen exorcist movies where priests get absolutely annihilated. Who do you actually believe? And these guys are just like, well, you take this bit and you say this, and nobody's actually convicted. They're just like, but it works.
I know. And it's like, we don't care that, this exorcism kit just miraculously appeared out of nowhere. It's not like they actually, like I said, the pacing is off, obviously, because no one left to go and get an exorcism kit, and they wouldn't have had that in their belt. So it's just appeared out of nowhere.
But I don't think you're about to
That was
care.
funny in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was funny in itself, was the fact that, oh, I've got an exorcism kit with me here. And it's like, oh, do they train the police to do exorcisms? Do they?
Well, no, they were learning on the
That's a
job.
first. Yeah.
That was the whole thing. There was 4 of them, and they're all learning on the job. And then Larry's giving it, like, you know what I mean? And she is so deadpan.
She is. What a great actress. She's amazing. I've never seen her on anything else but this. I don't know who except for in The Shadows, What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
I don't know who she is, but she's
You need
fantastic.
to look her up. Maybe
Yeah, well,
maybe if she grows her hair out, you might recognize her from something else.
that's true.
She's bound to have
That's
been in like
true.
Shortland Street or something.
Yeah, she probably has
You know
been.
what I mean?
Sure.
If it's anything, if you are anything like Australia, you know what I mean? You've got 10
Yeah.
actors that are on everything.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't watched Shortland Street in about 10 years, so I wouldn't know anymore.
I was funny about the whole Star Wars thing because remember at Banu, isn't he? Was playing
Yeah.
one of them, and I'm like, "That's what's his face? That's the nurse out at Shortland Street." And I'm like,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm like, "Oh my god, where
Yep.
did they find him?"
Yep. And Dr. Ropata,
Yeah.
what's his name? Temerera Morrison. Famous Temerera Morrison. Yeah. If you make it to Shortland Street, you're making it big.
Well, I'm talking about like kid when I watched them. You know what I mean?
Oh God. Is EastEnders still going?
I don't know.
And what's the other one? Coronation Street. Is that finally died?
Probably. I don't know. Honestly, I don't watch. I do not watch or record live TV or use BBC iPlayer. So screw you, Jimmy Savile. I'm not paying your fan club fee.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, I do not watch any of that nonsense.
No.
That's why I have nothing in common with people because that's all like work colleagues and stuff they talk about, and I'm like, you what?
God.
Or they'll talk about something and I just go blank.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what are you into then? It's like, you don't want to know. You really don't.
Yeah, because you might not want to be my friend anymore.
Yeah. It's like, oh, what do you do with your time? Well, you wouldn't believe
I knit.
Yeah.
I crochet. Oh.
Fun times. But yeah, this is a great first episode just to get us in. And
yeah. What an impression. Great impression for the first one. Yep. Had me. Yep.
And I think the style of making it look like a spin-off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're actually making fun of the fact that it's a spin-off. Like there's a lot of meta stuff in here. You know, self-awareness. And I'm like, yep, I'm down with that. I get it.
Yep. I wonder if you actually have to watch What We Do in the Shadows to appreciate this one. No.
Because
not.
You could watch this on its own because there's no link to that whatsoever. This is a self-contained story.
Yeah.
You could stumble on this by itself and just be like, yep, I'm down with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder if they will bring the wolf pack in a bit later. That will be interesting to see if they do something like that.
There's every opportunity. Like obviously next time we're going to start with a TV show, the What We Do in the Shadows TV show. So
yeah.
And I think that's got more of a traction.
Yeah. Not that I've watched it, but looking forward to those ones as well.
Yeah, I got up to season 3, and it's it does take the movie to another level. It's just the moving to America thing I don't get, but it works anyway because it's a good TV show.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, the next episode they will have cop circles, and this was always going to be a test because you can have a good first episode or something and then go,
yep.
But no,
and then it goes downhill. Yeah.
But no, we're just O'Leary and Minogue are now fully embedded in the paranormal police department.
Yep.
And nobody notices.
No,
like
they're not doing anything but going around chasing demons and ghosts and
like there's no major crime to solve. There's nothing. There's nobody complaining. In fact, two officers have been taken off shift to do random stuff. They're just bumbling about. But it seems like the whole force is just bumbling about. You know, that's the ridiculousness of it.
It is actually so. So yeah, no, it's since this was done in 2018, it's funny how it's come around. Anyway, yeah, we won't get into that.
So I start off with, I'm asking myself, how the hell to get the cow up a tree? I started taking the notes for that straight away. I'm like, oh wait, that's.
Oh, don't you know we do that over here? It's a toss the cow day. Yeah.
Oh, instead of doing cow tipping, you do cow tossing.
Yeah, we do the cow.
It's because you're upside down, isn't it? It's easier.
Yeah, it's much easier since we're upside down. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get all the stereotypes done. Why not?
Oh, but that's a good one. A cow up a tree. Yep, that's a good way to start a film episode.
Yep, and nobody twigs on or sees
No.
anything normal. Just completely takes it as, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
happens.
We heard you're having problems with a cow up in the tree. Oh, okay. Yep, that's completely normal. Not. Excellent.
But once again, yeah, this is the bit where Maaka pretends he's changed his pin.
I know.
But the fact that everyone purposely looks away and the officer pretends not to notice it, the fact that he's standing there with a camera crew and Minogue and O'Leary opening the secret door, like right in front of everybody.
Some secret office.
I'm just like,
Oh, mate. Him changing the pin codes. Oh, that's a real good one. I like that. I like how they've put that in there. That's just brilliant. What was it? Was it fingerprinting?
yeah.
Oh, what was it?
Yeah, he changes fingerprinting, look away, you
Yeah.
know, beep, beep, beep,
Yep.
beep, beep, you know, it says it.
Oh my God. And it works so well. It's hilarious. Wow. Great.
And then obviously, we're going out to the country, so here we have every stereotype of city people going out to the country.
Oh, that's so it's so mean, but life
No, but
imitates art.
it's a double-ended joke.
Yeah, it is.
Because they're coming off all the stereotypes about country people, but then they're showing their ignorance as city people. So the joke's actually on them. So it kind of circles back round, and I'm like, yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God. Yeah.
Remember, you used to be able to make jokes and people used to be able to laugh.
Yep.
Great days.
Yeah, those were great days.
Like, somebody would get offended by this now.
I know.
Just the fact they're making jokes and they haven't been approved by Twitter or X, whatever you call it now.
I know. But yes, unfortunately, people over here think that country people are inbreds. Am I allowed to say that? I did. I said it anyway.
I've said worse on this channel, so.
Yeah, well, that's the mock about it. It's absolutely stupid and ridiculous because you only have to go 5 minutes out of town and you're in the country over here.
Yeah, it seems where I'm from.
That was the whole joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
the country's everywhere. Like
back home, they named a seaside town called Bangor. They give it the status of city. I'm like, are you just taking the mick? And they're all proud we're now a city. It's like, you're still a pokey wee town on the coast. Get a grip. Where civil servants go to die because it's all filled with old civil servants. That's the town's demographic.
And it's a city.
And they've called it a city now, and you're like, no.
They want to be a city so badly. Move to the city, guys. Oh, that's insane. That's what, like, Auckland tried to pretend they're not in New Zealand anymore and turned it into a super city, and that fell flat on its ass. Super city. We're not even in America. What are you on about? Oh my God.
It's some wee dipshit. It's always some little mid-range civil servant that doesn't actually have any real power in life. It pushes all this nonsense.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to make something out of nothing. It's like, you know, the whole social media nonsense where every day is a day of something.
Oh yeah,
it's International friggin' Pancakes Day. It's International this day. It's blah blah. It's like, go away.
Yeah,
just throw mud at the wall to see what sticks.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's, you know, and they're kind of, unless they're making fun of that whole culture.
Oh, they are.
That's what they're doing. No, I mean, that's the whole joke. Is this whole nonsense of superiority culture of we're this and blah blah blah, and ew, those people are different, icky. They do this and they do that.
I know, right? It's absolutely ridiculous.
But then it plays into the comedy of their
It
haplessness
does.
because they're playing into their stereotypes when we
Yeah, exactly.
meet. But that poor guy on the road.
You don't pick people up on the side of the road in the country.
Help me, please.
No, go away.
Obviously, don't go to the police then.
Go ring the police. We're just the paranormal police. We're not the actual police. You have to ring 111 for that. And you don't pick people up on the side of the road in the country. You just don't do that. Police or not. Oh, so that's what the mock was. Yeah, stupid.
Yeah, but
yeah, just let him go.
Yeah,
He's got a ripped shirt. He's got blood on him. He's an absolute mess. He's not even talking properly. Oh, you're a bit hungover there, mate. No, I'm just in absolute distress, and aliens are following me. Oh, this bonkers, Colin. Absolutely.
But once again, it's the joke's on them. You know, that's what they're doing. They're making fun of themselves, their characters,
They
their ineptitude, and that's kind of how It reminds me of the cartoon show Inspector Gadget.
Oh God, yes.
And it's Penny solves all the crimes, but he's just bumbling his way through, or Inspector Clouseau or something, you know, from the Pink Panther series. It's that kind of humor.
It is.
These two should not be in a job. I mean, any job, not never mind police officers, they should not be in a job. They need safety scissors, you know, it's that kind of. Oh, we forgot to mention about the O'Leary stuck in the fence.
Oh my God.
In the last one, and that's what I mean. They were playing her as if she's going to be a girl boss, and then she gets stuck in the fence. This doesn't normally happen. And then she radios, and Minogue's like, "Did you get stuck in the fence again?" Yeah.
That had me in stitches. Oh my God, the classic wedgie.
But the fact that she's prepared, you know what I mean, she's getting made fun of as well, and part of the joke.
Yeah.
Gives me hope for the series, because if she was going to be the girl boss all the time and just always picking on him, I don't. I know there's loads of comedy acts, Abbott and Costello, and there's Laurel Hardy, that's always the case. You have the straight man, the one, but I like it swapped around. I like buddy cop movies where one gets one over the other and somebody gets it back.
That's good. Yeah.
The closest thing I can think of, although it's not done in the same style, is Sledgehammer.
No.
But that is
Sledgehammer. Holy moly! I haven't heard that
David
name
Rash.
in years.
Hammer.
Wow. Yeah.
To me, that's the funniest comedy show ever on this planet, and it still holds up. I watched like loads of episodes not so long ago there, and it still holds up.
Really? Does it?
Oh, wow. But it's the same as this, but this is done in the mockumentary style. But it's that sort of humor where everyone gets it.
Yeah.
Nobody's safe. Yeah. And I like that, the fact nobody's safe from getting made fun of or making being the slapstick element. So it gets shared around. So you're not just getting the same jokes recycled over and over again.
Yeah. That's why the episodes are so good, because then they can just do the humor for that episode and it doesn't carry on to the next episode, because then it's completely different humor all over again. And I think they've done really well with that. Yeah. In both these episodes, they're completely different, style of laughter.
Yeah.
Comedy. Yeah.
Then they meet the Baza brothers.
Oh my God. Damn inbreds.
That's the joke though, that they're like, oh yeah, they're all like that. And here, no, not an alien guys disguised as a humor. That's all. And go on your bipedal devices.
I know.
5 parsecs or something, I mean, throw us.
Zippy through there. Yeah, it's like, huh? Yeah, because they have a completely different way of talking.
But that's country people.
Do. Yeah. Oh my God.
So they set that joke up though really well.
They did, especially at the end. Oh my God. They did really well with that. I thought that was brilliant. That was brilliant. The two brothers,
Yeah,
three brothers. It could be three brothers.
yeah, just all towards it. But yeah,
Oh, yeah. There was no holds barred on this one. They they took it to
oh yeah, and there's
just
loads of
out the
sexual jokes and
boundary
everything in it
line.
as well. It was just like
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, yeah. So this one did not disappoint. It did live up to the first one, which was good. So yeah,
The whole
that was
thing with
close.
Minogue, just deciding to overshare everything, when the because you never hear the camera crew asking the questions,
No,
so that bit's always
no,
cut out, which is cool. But
yeah.
then Minogue talking about the sexual tension between them and stuff like Mulder and Scully and stuff, and them sort of looking at each other, go, "Is there?" As in, huh? Where'd this come from?
Yeah, hilarious. No, no, not at all. And then his blimmin' what was he doing? Oh, oversharing about what he does when he's listening to music
Oh
or
yeah, yeah, and
something
his
on the
underpants and stuff,
carpet.
and
Oh, it's like we did not need to know that, dude. You don't tell people things like that. Yeah, it worked. The oversharing worked.
oh yeah, yeah, and it's not overdone. That's what I
Well
mean,
done.
because
Yes.
it would be so easy to make him the butt of every joke.
Yeah.
And then that would
Yeah.
get tired very, very
Oh,
quickly.
absolutely.
But even within an
Yeah.
episode, it's shared around.
Yes, it is. Between all three of them,
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
it?
because
Yeah.
Maaka gets involved in this one as well, and he's just
Yeah.
as inept.
Yeah, he is.
But the poke in the plant thing, or sorry, they find the plant first of all, the pod, and they bring it into the office.
Yeah. Yeah.
And oh my God, that's one of the best models ever.
Oh, great, eh?
I think that was
Wow.
actually better in the jar than the full size
Yeah.
one.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, oh, absolutely. The full size ones were ridiculous. Ridiculously funny in a way
Mm-hmm.
because they blurred out the
Yeah.
so it's left up to our interpretation to imagine what that was. I thought that was really clever. It was like, oh my God, what's going on now? It's like, yeah. It just continues, It's like, I don't know, just it's funny, and then it gets serious, and then it gets funny, and it's just a nice little roller coaster of ridiculousness,
Mm-hmm.
really.
What was the was this the bit where she broke character? Was it the if it's no longer a UFO, is it just an FO?
Yeah.
And she's like, "When a UFO?" And then she just cracked.
Yeah, she did, sitting down. Yep.
And you're just like, "Ah, you broke character. Ha, caught you."
Oh God, they must have, instead of cut, you just about laughed. They kept it in there. That was really, really awesome.
Because that was a good joke.
It was. He's got some really good ones. They've actually set him up to be the fat funny guy, but he's actually very quite intelligent. He comes out with these little things, like if it's I quite like that. Is it a FO?
Yep.
Because it's been identified. It's like, well, yeah, that's so in a way it makes you think as
That's
well.
nerd stuff. That's the stuff we talk about in this channel. Come on.
Yes, exactly right.
That's a sort of random question we would come off with that on here.
Yeah, exactly. So it's cool that they have it quite relatable, actually. Yeah, I mean, it makes you think. Well, yeah, you're right.
Obviously,
It's not, yeah, obviously, if we've identified it, it's not unidentified anymore. And then, yeah, why don't you just go in FO? Is that what he said? Something like that?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
O'Leary just broke character slightly, and I'm like, ha ha ha, ha. Brilliant. Got you.
Yeah. Just slightly, though. Yeah. Oh, I bet they had so many cuts, honestly, making these series. They must have had so many cuts because the cast must have been pissing themselves laughing doing this stuff.
Especially trying to do deadpan stuff. I tried a wee skit once years ago. I think I started up this channel a while ago. Where I had Cameron and Adam, I'm pretending why friends aren't important to being a podcaster because it's all serious. And I was doing
Oh.
well. I was doing well until the last, and then I broke just before I hit the off button on the camera. And I was just like, oh shit. I'd done so well keeping the whole deadpan face while Cameron and Adam were messing about with me, and then just at the last minute, I broke. I'm like, shit.
Damn.
It's bloody hard.
I couldn't do it.
Especially the whole deadpan thing, you know, it's especially when you're like in the zone and you're just having a laugh while you're doing this, which it seems to be. I saw an interview there with Chris Hemsworth.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And he's talking about that he forgot because he got caught up with Taika, because Taika did partly write this as well.
Yeah.
But he said the problem was he got caught up in the goofiness and he forgot himself, because that's just you know, that sort of infectious thing. And I can kind of see it happening here, that everyone gets caught up in the goofiness, but because they're playing a deadpan role, then they have to bring themselves back to center, where if they weren't playing a deadpan, this would be all over the place.
Yeah.
I think it's the deadpan, matter of fact, just taking everything in front of them is what keeps us grounded.
Yes.
And absolutely. If they didn't have it...
And they can do that because they're the police, if you know what I mean. So they have to be deadpan. Whereas if they were normal civilians or whatever, they wouldn't have had, you know, because we expect the police to be deadpan, and they are in this, but in such a comical way, it's ridiculous, you know. So if they'd had civilians, it wouldn't have worked, you know. So because we know the police are supposed to be all
stoic and, you know, upright and not react to things.
Yeah. And they can't take jokes, you know, they don't take jokes. Whereas these guys are the joke.
Yeah.
They are the joke.
And you just know that every so often somebody's going to break.
Yeah.
And that's what the cuts are, because this seems like it was just a lot of fun to make.
Yep.
Like, it just seems to me that they're on board with it and just having fun, and it comes across.
Yeah, absolutely.
But was it Muzza that was walking about the field naked?
Oh yeah, one of the brothers. Yeah, Muzza or Buzzer.
Yeah, I think I went back to Muzza's field, because Bazza was the one who lived across. You know, I don't think you're meant to worry about which one's which. You're just meant to go with it. But let's just say it's Muzza for the sake of it. And, and then they just start with the whole, well, you can walk around naked in your own field. He doesn't have any neighbors. What's wrong? Why are we judging? You know, not the fact that there's huge killer plants walking about the place. And
the UFO in the background.
Yeah, lifting a cow, and you know, I mean, never mind that, but yeah, of course you can walk naked around your own field. What are we doing? Sorry, mate. You know.
Oh no! Oh, that was a real mock of the country folk. Jeepers! Just midsummer all over again.
Except better, because
way better.
Fits.
Yeah.
And then we'll have Bazza, you know, he turns up as backup with the weed killer, which he hadn't tested.
Yeah, oh my god, blimey.
How did he get rid of it? Because the plant grew to full size in his secret office.
Yeah, well, we didn't get to see what happened. Or maybe it's running around the police station.
No, I think he dealt with it, but he didn't say how. But he brings this weed killer, it was no use.
Yeah, and then he ended up spraying himself. Like the police who used pepper spray.
Yeah, whatever they did in return.
Yeah, that's right.
But even who was it poked the plant first?
It was O'Leary.
It was O'Leary poke, yeah.
It was Twit. And then that doofus goes and does it himself. Oh my god.
To see if it was a different reaction.
Yeah, that was great.
Just you know, the radios can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I know.
It's like a blankie, like a lifeline. Oh, I'll if I talk on this, I'll feel better about it.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's just ridiculous.
Have you ever seen? I don't know if your security guards are as bad over there, but ours are ridiculous. They run around with like stab vests on now.
Oh no,
as if
not
they've got tactical vests and they've got radios.
Like police. Yeah, no. No.
Right. Our Like they're just security guards, and that's what the way they run about now. And something gets them all excited. They're all buzz, buzz, buzz. You know, as if something's happening. I get to be important for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
that's what these two remind me of. It's almost like they're taking the mick out of those type.
Yeah, I think so too. Absolutely. Yeah. No, security guards over here are just security guards.
No, over here they're trying to be some sort of militant weird thing, and they're. I'm looking at all their pouches at the front, and what the hell do you have in there? You know, but you can't ask them because they've no sense of humor. You know what I mean? They're like legit. They're
like bouncers, aren't they? You know, you can't joke with a bouncer. They stand there all, you know, at the door like this. That's what security guards are like. We got them everywhere. Oh, okay. God, they're annoying.
Oh God, I remember I did the door. There was this guy. Honestly, he was trying to leave with a bottle, and you know, I mean, I'm not that worried about it, as long as nobody's decking ahead of each other. I'm like, yeah, if I see it, I have to take it off you.
Yeah.
But what if, mate, go back inside. If I see you with it, I have to take it off you. And this guy just wasn't picking up at all. And even his mates are like, fucking put it in your pocket. Fucking go back in, put it in your pocket. I'm just like, is he here? And then I just start thinking, is that really mate? Is he hearing a scheme or something? We use, you know, he's paid, and they're just laughing at me, you know. Like, God, you got a special one there. Fucking trying to help a guy out.
He gave him an out and he couldn't even click.
Because that's the way I prefer to deal with things, because
it's great. Yeah. Because you don't want to cause conflict and get yourself into trouble or get yourself hurt.
But it's not even up there. The whole point is to keep the calm.
Yeah.
So I prefer to do that method. God, what was it? Even when I was working for the railways, and every so often we'd come out, like there was a big event, we'd come out and help sell tickets and stuff and keep people thing. Everyone else hid behind the barrier. You know, the barrier like a square, and they'd like poke over the top. I'd just stand in the middle of the crowd talking. Because why not? They're not your enemy.
No, I know. Yeah.
And then just get over the radio. All right, okay, we've heard, right, there's signal blockage. That's why things are late. You know, oh, right, we're hoping, like, as soon as I hear, you know, I'll let you know. Yeah. And sure enough, I'd sit and talk away, and they'd filter it on down, and things would be calm. And then you'd always get that one arsehole who wants to fight anyway, but then they show themselves up.
Yeah.
So when they go to rally and get people on side, they don't have people on side because you're like right there. You're not hidden behind a barrier.
Yeah.
And stuff. You know, I just never saw the point in getting on like that. But at the same time, if you get my backup, I'm not the nicest person to deal with.
Yeah.
I just but these two just remind me of those. They try to act tough, but the yellow streak get right down their back. Because I'm short. Right, and everyone else is like 6 foot plus.
Yeah. Oh.
But they're the ones that always ran away when things get kicked off. And I'm the one with like 2 heads on her. Any help? Gone. You know. Like,
oh my God.
That's always been me. You know.
Wow.
But yeah, those two just remind me of that sort of security guard. It's like, I will follow the rules. I will, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're not doing it deliberately. That's the joke, I think.
Yeah, it is the joke. It is. Absolutely.
There's Oliver as well. Harry, man. So people just popping in saying hello, and just there's a wee bit of delay, so I'm just sort of catching up as I go along. Don't like to leave folks out. But yeah, they're just having this whole debate while everything else is going on around them.
It's awesome. Yep.
And then it turns into the Blair Witch Project.
Yep.
And I think it was done better than the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're
absolutely
running around the fields and they're sort of, I'm scared. I've fallen over. I'm back up again. You know. And, let's go this way. And the fact that they're dragging a camera crew with them.
Yeah, through the cornfield. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't even know if that cornfield was real or if they built it themselves.
I think it was real. There's no way they've got money to build sets.
No, there's not. But yeah, who would let them go in and destroy their crops like that? Yeah,
I think that might be a wee bit of CGI.
Yeah.
Because they
Do
always
you
look
think
away
so?
from it. You know what I mean? They go to a clearing, but you never see the full clearing. Then the pan back.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
So
It must be.
I
Yeah.
think they just superimpose that over the top, which I don't mind. You know what I mean? That's why waste
It
money.
looked it looked legit to me, so it was good. It was really well done. Yeah. Obviously, there's not a crop circle. No one's done that, but it did look authentic. So
So there's
so that
probably a
was
bit
good.
that's flattened out, and I have a funny feeling these guys just went out and talked to people. And it
Yeah,
sounds
why
like
not?
over your neck of the woods, that's
Yeah,
if you talk right to the sort of folks, everyone gets on board. You seem to have a bit of community spirit over there, which really comes across
yeah.
with your films and media. That it's not so much a high aloof arty fartsy project. It's this seems like a bit of a laugh. Let's get stuck in.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like there was a house down here. Like they'll come and knock on your door and they'll ask if they can use your house for an ad, and they pay you to go away for the day.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if they do that over there, but they do it here. So
No, doors don't get knocked on over here. It's
oh,
this is not a night. And if somebody knocks on your door and you're not expecting, you're like, yeah,
oh,
I
and that's interesting. Hmm.
this is not a nice place.
Oh gosh.
This is not a.
Okay. Oh.
I use the
Mm.
peephole, and if I don't like the look of what's on the other side, I just don't answer.
Wow. Yeah. Yep. No, that's good.
You know what I
No.
mean? That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we had a bit of trouble one time. There were petitions going around trying to stop people from door knocking. It didn't work out, unfortunately, so they're still door knocking. But yeah, they do. They knock on your door and ask if they can borrow your house for the day. Not the just the outside, so they can film the outside. It's for ads and movies. It's really cool.
So why
So
not?
yeah, there's a lot of community spirit, as we've seen with Sir Peter Jackson as well. People, work hard over here when they get a gig and stuff like that, and they all work together and have fun. I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's what you can kind of pick that up in this episode, that they've went to a farmer's field. Do you mind? We're just doing
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
and
exactly.
maybe not even that much money's changed hands. Just more the fact of why not?
Yeah, no, it's the big commercial companies that do that, but other
Mhm.
people just, they
Yeah,
would have just asked, can we
could
borrow
just
you?
picture these
Yeah,
guys going, yeah, can we borrow your field if you a bit that's flat that we can pretend it's a
yeah,
chord circle.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, really good, really good.
Yeah, that whole scene at the end where the plants start coming up, Day of the Triffids style, and
Triffids, yep.
and then it just gets daft, and they think everything's solved, no problem, and then everyone's being replicated like Vase the
Oh,
Body
there was
Snatchers. That's kind of the whole
brilliant.
joke.
It was the body snatchers, absolutely. When they come out of the shed, oh my god, that was classic. Oh, I loved it.
Just the end of it, it's just like they're being replicated, so they're all coming out of the shed to go and take over their own jobs, and then plant saucer in the counter, and they're just like, and the fact the camera crew, if this was not taking the mic, the camera crew would be like going, but they don't.
Exactly.
They're almost making fun of a camera crew.
Yeah,
The fact that a
they
camera
are.
crew would just blindly follow through all this stuff while it's going
Yep,
on.
yep. And they're just following along, and these hideous creatures chasing them through the crops and through the cornfield, and they're not saying anything. They're just running along with them, and it's just brilliantly well done. Yeah, I mean it's well, it's not slapstick, but obviously if you're going to be filming people, you'll notice things like that going on in the background, and they don't. So maybe we're all oblivious.
But yeah,
Extraterrestrials. Oh, and a phenomena. It's a phenomena. My God.
I
He's
was
a
nearly
doofus.
God, I was when you pick up on what people say, I was nearly afraid to say it myself. Phenomenon. Oh no, don't.
Yep.
You'll pick up on it and you'll not be able to say
Yep.
it.
No. Because then you'll walk around saying it. Like there's a YouTuber who calls gazebos a placebo,
Mhm.
and now I've started calling them placebos. It's like, bastard! No, it's a gazebo, not a placebo. Yeah, so you can catch up on bad language like that quite easily. So yeah.
It's even this channel, like the whole thing, horrific is a play on words.
It is. It is.
But when somebody says horrific, I'm like, that's wrong. Because I'm so used to saying it now. I'm playing with it. I'm like, no, that's right. I'm the one that's wrong because it's deliberately wrong because that's the whole thing of the theme.
Yeah. Yeah, when we first got in contact, I couldn't even write it. I was like, how the hell do I pronounce that? Horrorific? That's not even a word. So I think I sent you an email with horrorific or something like that, and it kept bounced back. And I was like, oh, bloody hell, how the hell do you spell horrorific? Why'd you come up with that? That was brilliant.
It was just a play on words.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
But then that's
now I'm used to it now that when I hear horrific or when I'm writing horrific, it's like it's very hard to stop saying horrific.
Yeah, you got it. No, stop. No, that's the wrong one.
That's a made up word. Colin made that word up. Should be in the dictionary.
But that's what they're doing here, and I love it. You know, I love people playing with language and understanding language to play with it, and not just doing it on
not the normal.
Yeah, and there's a lot of cleverness here, masked as, you know, silliness, and
there's a lot of it actually. Yeah, absolutely. And there's, you know, it's the paranormal world as well, so it's like they're introducing all this silliness to do with paranormal, but you know, things like that have happened, so it's like it's cool that they've blended in really some graphic scenes, like the father's head turning 360 back in the Demon Girl one.
But she's going, honey, you'll crack your neck.
Yeah, I can't massage that out. It's like, oh my God, that I actually had to turn away because it was, But
that's what I mean. That's the bits that could have been done so badly. But that's what, you know.
How did they do that? Oh,
but this is where they're putting the effort in at just the right points. They put the effort in, and that's what makes you invested. Because this could easily be on surface value. Watching it, you'd be like, it's just one of them dopey things that's just thrown together. It's just you know, a rip-off. But they're putting the effort in the right places, so that you're getting invested. And if you pick up on it, then you're like, oh, this is brilliant. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's not full of it. That's the thing. It's not full of horror, which is really good.
You know, it's tired very quickly.
Yeah, exactly. It would. So the scenes that they do have that are quite horrific are actually done really, really well. Mm-hmm. So that, you know, it just keeps you invested in it. Yeah, it's excellent.
And then they're using the deadpan humor, but it's not too deadpan.
No,
they bring it back when it needs to, and also it's not just the same character. Like O'Leary and Minogue flip over.
They do.
And then they bring in Sergeant Maaka, and then he joins it. So it's not just all the same jokes recycled. They can change it around a bit.
Yeah.
And then when they throw in the special effects, they're blended so wonderfully that you just get on board.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they do bring in other cops as well, like in the meetings and all that. And I think those are quite comical as well. You know, you manage to track down 5 pairs of Barker's pants or whatever, and it's like, oh, congratulations, and everyone's clapping. It's like, I wonder if that really does happen in briefings in the morning. You know, nothing like that, of course, but
or one of them not wearing the regulation trousers, and he's like, that's not regulation blue. You know, that's the thing to focus on. While there's other weird things happening, but that's the important thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's no, it's great. It's great. Yeah.
Oh, but there you go. That was a fun intro to this show. Hope it continues. I guess.
Yeah.
I have a funny feeling it will, because, like I said, I have seen What We Do in the Shadows TV show, and it's the same sort of comedy, and that's up to 4 or 5 seasons now. And it's still funny.
Yeah, exactly. It's great. It's great. I wish I had watched it before, but
should we get to do it now?
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
That's the thing. You don't have to worry about being up to date all the time.
No, not
Because
if you
if
can.
something's good, it'll still
Yep.
be good 3-4 years later.
Yep, exactly.
That's
I mean,
my
this was
opinion.
filmed back in 2018. Jeepers. That was
There's
6 years ago.
there's
Mm.
stuff that you can watch, and you've only watched it because everyone else is watching it, and
Yep.
you're sort of going, yeah, this is good because everyone, you're picking up that energy, but then you go and try and rewatch it a year later, and it's not fun whatsoever.
It's not
Or
at
people
all.
stop talking about it, you stop watching
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Where I'm not that, like, everyone's raving at the moment about that Fallout TV show.
All right. Yes.
I've watched 3/4 of
Yes.
the first episode.
Yep.
I haven't hated it, but I haven't felt the need to go and even finish off the first episode.
Oh, that's not
Do
good.
you know what I mean? I haven't been
Yeah,
like,
no, that's not good.
oh, I must go watch this. For this, like yourself,
Oh,
I was like,
yep.
oh, hold on, I can get the first season here done in like a couple of hours. No, stop, Colin. Hold back. It was like when Chris and I were doing the Tremors TV show. It was so tempting to go, I could get this entire season binged. No,
Yep.
wait.
Nope. Have to wait.
It's-
Have to
When
wait.
we do what we do in the shadows, like the temptation will be there, and trust me, when you start to watch it, the temptation will be there to binge. That's when you know you've
Oh
got something
God.
good.
Yeah. Yep.
When
Exactly.
you want to go and watch the rest of it, you want to go and binge, or you want to go and rewatch something.
Yep.
But when you're just watching a thing because it's the current thing, and you're not, when you're not invested.
Yeah.
So never apologize for not have seen something at the time.
Yeah, no. And some things are impossible to find as well, so, but no, this is great. This is a great one. I wish, no, never mind. It was on too late for me anyway.
Yeah, that's it.
It
And
was on at 10:30 at night, I think it was on, so yeah. But anyway, it's great. And I'm looking forward to watching the next two. Yay!
Absolutely. But that's not going to be next time, because next time we're doing What We Do in the Shadows, season 1, the first 2 episodes of that. So we're gonna bounce between these, so we're not just 100% focused. We'll cleanse the palate a bit. We'll go back to this. Yeah, it's the same sort of style, but at least that way we'll maybe even be able to compare the two.
Yeah. Wow.
And then what we'll do then, the next one will be a movie. That's right. That was what we decided on, wasn't it?
Yep. That's what we decided.
So we're going to keep that sort of pattern.
Yep, that sounds great. It's a perfect way to do it.
Yeah, because that way then we'll cleanse in the palette between TV shows as well. We'll do a movie.
Yep.
And then we'll come back to this. So that'll we'll know then if we really like it or not, because if we can come back to it and we still enjoy it after having a break, doing different things, then there you go. Speaks for itself.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I'm
Excellent.
excited. I'm excited we've got quite a good list there built up, and that'll keep us going for ages. And it's different. We're not just focusing on the same thing, and we're mixing it up.
Yes, it's perfect. It's perfect. Oh, I'm losing my light.
Oh no.
It's the morning, but it's dark. It's
It's been weird here with like 2 days ago it was nice and bright, and then today it's been horrible.
It's weird weather.
I think it was still the winter, and it's like, come on, we're bloody in May now. Get a grip.
Yeah. Wow. Because you guys will be heading into summer, won't you?
Yeah, that 1 month where it gets warm.
Yeah. Oh,
and then we'll hate it, and then we'll be back into autumn again. It's like,
and then it'll go back again because everyone's complaining it's too hot.
Yeah, flipping. Love to whine and moan.
Humans, God.
Yep, we'll never change.
Oh, awesome.
As always, pleasure. It's great to do this stuff, and obviously get the next one set up and we can crack on. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Good to see Andy joining in, and a few new people. Don't forget, folks, I see us lurking, so don't be afraid to say hello in the chat. You know what I mean? We're not going to bite. We'll say hello back. So
we'll give you a shout out.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Just come on and say hello. It's all good. Glad to have you here. But thanks everyone as always. And until next time, keep up the channel, do the type of things, and remember to keep it creepy, keep it horrific.